Hi, my name is Tore and I am a project manager at the Wikimania Sverige, the Wikimedia chapter in Sweden. And this presentation is about the project that we call Free Music on Wikipedia. And as you soon will be see, it is also a project on several of the Wikimedia platforms. The goal of the project basically has been to increase knowledge about free music and increase availability of free music. And we define free music here as compatible free license that are compatible with Wikimedia Commons and Wikidata. So free music is CC0, CC BY, and CC BY SA. We are glad that we have been working with the Swedish glam sector for this project, cultural innovation project. It's financed mainly by Kulturbryggan, the Swedish Arts Grants Committee, and the main partner has been Musikverket, the Swedish Performing Arts Agency. And the enabler for this project has been linked open data. Many of other databases or collection systems and so don't have the opportunities to link objects to each other and use many properties to describe the music in a broader way. So it's hard to describe the benefits perhaps of linked open data in this early stage, and when you start to uploading files and metadata, but it's growing, and you can see that you can ask more questions and more detailed question, and the result you don't have to do the presentation. Instead you can have the data connected to each other. And there are new opportunities that are interesting in many perspectives here. We also, due to copyright issues, it's much easier to work with material that are in public domain, or new recordings of material in public domain, because then you only have to ask the new recorder for the permission or to set the license. So our main partner here, Musikverket, Swedish Performing Arts Agency, set a lot of material of Swedish folk music in CC0, both files and metadata, and especially one collection with folk music that was recorded in the 40s, 50s, early 60s, of traditional Swedish songs, and we have been working with them in at Wikimedia Commons and in Wikidata. So this work is not perhaps new. We add more music, more files to Wikimedia Commons, and we add more data to Wikidata, and we add more knowledge to the Wikimedia projects. And basically we upload files and upload metadata, and the linked open data is the enabler and initiate new innovative ways to share knowledge experience. Just a quick look at the Swedish Performing Arts Agency category in Wikimedia Commons. I talked about Swedish folk music, and this is a part of that. Mats Arnberg's recording tours in Sweden, and all the files here are CC0. And when you, as you know, there are a lot of tools in the Wikimedia project. We have been using Pattypan for uploading files, and we have used Open Refine with quick statements to upload metadata to Wikidata. And it can be hard to work with those tools. I am not a programmer, so I have tried the tools, and yeah, you have to work a little with them before you really understand how they work. But you must learn those tools because you have to upload data sets instead of when you have to upload large amount of data. This is the way to the future, so you have to understand and learn the tools. And here is a website, for example. It's Swedish Musical Heritage with composers and the musical work, and we have uploaded earlier the composers, and now we're uploading the musical works, and then you have to match and do this work in a spreadsheet or so before you import it into Open Refine, and then you can work with Open Refine. But you have to match different identifiers here to match them correctly. So you need both knowledge about music and knowledge about Wikidata here. Let's take an example where we got help from got good help from a Telegram group here, and how it looked like. This is a work from the composer Johan Agrell. He has articles in several languages and are very well known. So it's a good data object. We also have, for example, the full work, a link to the full work at the Swedish Music Heritage site. Here you can have a discussion. This is you see, it's not licensed completely free here, those musical notes, but you can find it in other places. So if it will be more work to upload even the musical notes to Commons, but you should prefer that too, but not in not every time in this case. There's also a link to Swedish Musical Heritage to read more. And when we did the upload, we didn't connect everything, so it was a good help here that other are here and add more data, so to say. We also worked with the well-known Swedish composer Carl Michael Bellman, and the same thing here. We worked with Fredman's epistles, also well known. So this is a book from 1790, a song book, but you have the sheet music here, and you could add every epistles. Here is 82 epistles, so they have their own Wikidata object. When you look at this epistle, for example, this one, it has articles and image and video and audio, musical notes, and a lot of also have different audio files, copyright status, and this is one of the 82 epistles. And here we also worked with a wiki project, and made an example on entity schema for an epistle. So this could be for songs or so, but you can have this this schema and work with. At the Bellman we also tried the instance of Wikibase to see what we can do here. Here you can set your own properties, for example. Or mix them and do their own SparkQL, for example. The same query language as in Wikidata, but now we are asking in the Bellman fact base here. And here we have links to articles at the Swedish radio, for example, about Bellman. I can show you also back to the project site here on Wikidata. When you have this data connected, for example, the linked open data that you work with, you can have maps and places that in those songs from the from 1790 you can see where Bellman has been in the songs, on a map, for example. So we can go back to the songbook. Here you can also have a discussion about the songbook and the edition. This is the concept, the Fredman's epistles. They were written a long time before 1790, perhaps during 20 years. So if you have this version, first version edition 790, and then it will be printed again and again and again. So we don't have the objects for all the printed books, but here you can have discussion. How much do you want? How much data do you want? How much detailed data about different printing of this book? Okay, we can go back and take a look at Alice Tegnér. This is also in public domain. This is a series of 9 books during a lot of years. So this is from 1895, and we also got it here. We got the sheet music in Commons as a PDF, but also we have separated the songs, and it's 20 songs in every book, and it's 9 books. So it's several songs from Alice Tegnér, and this, of course, you can do new object for each songs also, depending how much detail you want to go. There are well-known songs, and some are not so well-known. So the result from this project is that we have uploaded over 5,000 media files to Wikimedia Commons, and we have uploaded over 5,000 new posts to Wikidata, new objects there. And we have done recordings, video recordings, 25 new recordings of older public domain music. And together with this, we have had workshops and editathons and competitions and so on. So 10 open public events online. Part of them were about folk music, of course, and then we also written blog posts around different issues and problems and so on from the project. So free music on Wikipedia or Wikimedia platforms. What's next? What can we do? How can we find more projects that work around music, for example, that or can we do something together? There is one suggestion is has already been done once in Italy, I think. It was Wiki Loves Music, but is that something to work with and work together? Or there are lots of project sites on both Wikidata and Wikimedia Commons. There's a lot of things going on here, and you have to find the ways in to work with the music, and when we are on different levels in our own knowledge about how to model different kind of music in Wikidata. So the project is over, but the work will continue. There are fields that are very interesting. For example, the machine learning of musical notes, if it can be so good that it can be files that can be used in articles. It's an interesting field, and it's getting better and better. The machine readable music notes, and transfer that to music. that's a very interesting area. Okay, if you want to get in contact with me, my name is Tore Danielsson at Wikimania Sverige, and we have a project site in Swedish. Then it's called Free Music Wikipedia. So I would say thank you for this opportunity, and feel free to contact me, and perhaps there will be some discussion here at Wikimania later. Thank you very much.